Hey, Morgul. We are going to stream the game. Ad-free viewing. At least for the subs. Yeah, free ballin'. Hello, everybody. So Jimmy is not in the game yet either. Keeping my eye out. Slade isn't in the game yet. They should be starting right around now. But we're dealing with humans who aren't expecting to be broadcasted, so the more of these games I try to cast, the more we'll get used to having to wait or ending up being late. People can start early too if they want. Hey, Vienna. Tooth. No, now I'm muted. Unmuted. I wasn't muted. The blood bowl was muted. So I'm not sure exactly. I'm pretty sure this will show up. I don't know if I have to, like, leave, though. Come back. No, my game's not scheduled yet. Oh, there we go. They are in a game. Right. I wonder if I did have to flip screens or if it was just a coincidence. No, they're pretty deep underway, so I did have to flip screens. Well, we're learning. All right, so we got some humans up against some Skaven here. This is the very first game of the first round of the 2024 World Championships. SladeBlackMade on the humans. And xurpils on the Skaven. Humans are pretty good at beating up Skaven. Got a one-player bench. He hit his leader. So he'll keep that reroll for the one turn. Fouls before picking the ball up in the rain. Wow, that's rowdy. That's really rowdy. He got the removal too. What did he foul? It was a blitzer. It wasn't just a lino. He does end up getting the pickup too, so everything went pretty good for Slade there. Showed up partway through the start of the turn one. World sub! Thank you, Patty Riot. I assume the gutter runners aren't going to be making a shot at the ball this early. It's kind of an important thing to look at from the Skaven perspective is, can we get to the ball? And it's 2 tackle zones to dodge through. Go red dye the ball. I would expect we're going to see a Rat Ogre hit instead. Try to take out one of these many guard. Guard on all 4 of the human blitzers. I think humans got 6 skills. We're seeing 5 guard. No, humans got more than that. They're not tier 1. Five guard, a block, and a leader. Is it normal in the tournaments to have so many rerolls? I think we're going to see that fairly often. Yeah. Alright, he is making the play to the ball. That gutter runner got through pretty easy. Can this gutter runner go that way? 6, 7, 8, 9. Go. It cannot. It would have to cut through this square. 3+3+. And the strip ball doesn't work against the sure hands anyway, so I think we're going to see this guy come. Dipping into the time bank on turn 1, but he's making a play at the ball this early, so possibly worthwhile. 3 doesn't get him through. The reroll fixes it. Right, he just sets him up to get the 1 die hit from the other guy. Mr. Sprint has to follow through with another 4+. Oh, never mind. Focused on the gutter runners. He goes in with the lino. Today's stream is brought to you by Give Subs, awesome emotes, and ad-free viewing. Plagues! Almost 2 years, 23 months. Thank you very much, Plagues. Good morning. There's a ball on the ground. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I was a little bit blind to that line rat. And maybe Slade was too. Because that was a pretty good 3+2 die hit on the ball. That's one thing we're going to see a lot of during these Worlds games, I think, is really good play from the agility coaches. Knowing when to take these shots. Not missing anything. A lot of ladder play, you can get away with a lot of mistakes. Where, like, somebody in chat will notice the mistake I made, my opponent won't have noticed.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
But Xur definitely showed that if you make a mistake like that, your ball's going to get put back on the ground. I'm not playing. No, this is we're casting the very first game. My game isn't scheduled yet, so stand by for that. But figured it'd be fun to try casting the very first game, and we'll see. We might do some more too. Might do a bunch more. Who's picking this ball up? A ball on the ground belongs to the Skaven. We removes the Blodge Gutter Runner. No, that was the Lino, sorry. Blodge Gutter Runner was the first one hit. Double go for it pickup with a Lino. What do we have for rerolls? Xur used a lot, but he still has 2. Slade's up to 5. And xurpils has he's got a leader on the bench too, in case it did come down to a 1 turn, but he might be getting the first touchdown here. Goes for a foul. Slade putting the sleigh into this game. For a removal heavy victory. Maybe going for like a 2-1 win or even a 3-2 win. Well, he just left the ball on the ground in 1 tackle zone. Huge opportunity here to just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single go for it. 2+, 3+, 2+. A superfluous dice roll fails. Snaked. Wow. It's such a great turn. Turn 1, and then turn 2, first action. Finds a snake. Didn't even do any free movements first. Gives Slade the initiative back. Can actually go for a pickup. It is still raining. 25% of the time that ball will end up on the ground here still. Certainly higher odds the pickup fails than that dodge fails. Goes for the 3-die hit, but Ogre decides to eat a pie instead. Sometimes you smash, sometimes you eat a pie. It's a bit of an extra hit too. This is the blitz to retry it and just a push. Pushes him off of the two humans. Covering the trivial assist. There's still a pretty easy assist bringing the guard guy in. That revenge hit. Goes for the pickup and does fail it. Ball's bouncing. I think you reroll this. It's really bad if it fails. No, he holds all 5 rerolls. Giving this Skaven another try here. Might have to do some shenanigans in a handoff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go, go. So he's got the movement to do that. It's 2 go for it. 3 plus dodge, 3 plus pickup, 3 plus dodge, 2 plus dodge. Sorry, 4 plus pickup. The rain is making it harder. After getting his turn so rudely ended, Xur might actually activate some of these backfield guys first. Humans don't have a lot of armor. I like this hit. You could activate your rat and punch your guy instead of letting the ogre hit him. This guy could do a go for it to get relevant. Does blitz with the rat ogre. Maybe get tail up towards the ball. See it stay in the blob or head up here. Getting him on the catcher with a go for it would be something. I hate go for it's with big guys. He stops short. So blitzing that means that this guy now became the assist. So this blitzer could head upfield. Just that. Not afraid of the gutter runner dodges. Lightning doesn't strike twice. This guy get to. That's as far as he gets. He was on the ground. It doesn't go straight for the touchdown. We might still see the touchdown attempt. Just repositions the other 2 gutter runners first. Stands the line rat. Just a free hit given away with block player. Of course, the touchdown would negate that. It's the dodge. Gets the pickup. Where's he going to go? He's not safe back here. He didn't set up a cage. He charges forward. It's a freaking touchdown. The first rat BS of Worlds. Stolen ball. Turn 3 touchdown. Thanks to the rain. The rain denied the pickup. There was a 3 on the sure hands pickup. Man, Worlds is delivering already. How'd the removal count go for Slade? Just one, so the bench makes up for that. He tried hard to get the removals. We saw I think 2 fouls. First 3 turns. Okay, now we can see the setup we missed with the slightly late load in. And that is this. I was wondering how the blitzer got fouled, but he's got a blitzer on the line. Just because it has higher armor. So we see a line rat that could have taken that spot. But he's just using the unskilled blitzer as a little bit better tank. Of course, on turn 1, it got fouled. Hey, yep, that's the guy who came back from the KO. So 50-50 on the KO rolls. Hey, Waltzman. Must be a lot of pressure when you're the first match. I think they actually posted that on the Discord. I think Slade was proud to be first. And if he didn't make that post, I don't know if I would have thought of casting. But observing instead of playing is it might be a lot easier on my my tendinitis.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
My first match is not scheduled yet. My opponent has given me a pretty wide open window to pick from. And he's being patient with me. I want to see when some of the other bigger streamers schedule their game and try to maybe work around that. We could follow up Andy Davo or Misspelled Tree. That'd be pretty sweet. So I'm keeping my eye on the schedule to see if there's a nice time slot that would be better for viewing. But I think Andy was away on this weekend, and Tree's opponent is the ball's in their court. See another foul. He gets caught this time on Snake Eyes. It does have a 2-player bench, so making some use of it with the fouls. He went for the pickup first this time around. Does not want to leave the ball on the ground against Skaven. My first opponent is Dark Elves. With an assassin. I'm going to stab my goblins. Ogre's hungry. He stood up the lino, face of the ogre down, and the rat ogre takes the bite out of him instead. It's a push here. Which way does he want to go? Rat ogre's going north. And his POW. And I'm wondering if we're going to see this hit from the gutter runner. Or if we'll see some gutter runner dodges and get a bunch of gutter runners around the ball here. This guy picked up some greasy cleats on the kickoff event. The opponent picked up a plus armor. Spectator mode, I think, must be skipping the kickoff events. I have to pay close attention to that. Ooh, first ever league games tomorrow. Good luck, Jason. Bubble 3 league game. It's the elf team's the one bringing the illegal weapon to the game, not the team with all the goblins. Interesting harass here. He takes this dodge out square away. But a blitz onto a gutter runner will open up plenty of dodge squares. Are we going to see some of these guys base? Screening this guy from dodging back to help. Instead of heavy basing, we're seeing this crew get isolated. But there's still 4 over here to build a cage with. But this might be forcing a dodge off the ball carrier. Blitz this gutter runner and then dodge to here. Well, the ogre came in to brawl. So the ogre's not part of the cage I was visualizing. It's the both down. Best skill of the game, block. Block does a lot more in this low team value environment than it does on the ladder. It's not just a defensive tool. Actually gets you more knockdowns too. This poor slow gutter runner. Practically worthless, really, with only 8 movement.
Good news, everyone.
Are we just going to see the ball carrier swing? I think we're going to see a red die hit onto the ball carrier this coming turn.
I have returned.
Possibly an assist square here, but there's guards everywhere too. Ball carrier swings, he finds the POW. Yeah, he stepped forward though. He's going to leave another hit with the 3 agility guys. Leap over prone. Leap over prone to finish the cage. No, he just leaves the ball wide open. The Skaven got to be salivating at this opportunity. It's a wide open ball carrier. This 2-die hit saves a movement on the blitzer. We're definitely going to see a gutter runner come in to assist for the 2-die. I like the hit beat coming from that square to knock him to here. Now we can no longer push him to this square. We might push to here or to here, I guess. Uh-oh, another 1 on the dodge. Reroll finds a 2. Dodge on optional, keeping things intense. Hit on the ball, not even a go for it. Takes the POW, sends it up to the gutter runner. It comes back. Oh, the old punch and catch. Oh, in the rain. Catches it with a 5. Blitzer does double go for it to get screened here. If these 2 gutter runners can get here and here, this is going to be the most protected ball we've seen yet. And it's by the attacking player, not the receiving player. No, it's another snake. All right, so the humans will get a chance to get their ball back. Hey, Peter, good to see you over on YouTube. Beowulf, good to see you too. Frank Rock, lots of people showed up mid-cast. Needs the reroll, only gets a push. There was nowhere he could attack from where he would have got a retry here, but he does get to surround pretty well. Any chain push nonsense with this ogre? quite. The snake did give him a free hit on 2 gutter runners. First one's just a stun. Not sure what the plan is with this guy. Get him on his feet before you roll any more dice. The ogre swings. Three-die that gutter runner? I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. Just because of how much he's prioritized murder earlier in the game. Take the duel. Take the duel. He pins the gutter runner. I guess this guy's job is to keep the rat ogre tied up. And a lino. The blitzer is in a bit of a jam here. There might be some chain push nonsense. One dive from here? That do anything? Gotta run her back here. This is a tough turn. To just stand the rat ogre, but no dice. He opted to leave the rat ogre down instead of punching one of the linos. Okay, he's going to go for the chain push. He gets the assist in. Guard ogre doing some work here. Alright, and then he chains the blitzer off, and then he'll dodge forward probably. He might go brawly. No, not brawly. He left that guy based on the gutter runner. He's going to dodge into the open here. You going to potato or linger in the backfield? Oh, another chain here. One die here instead. The gutter runner could dodge and make that a 2-die. But I feel like you need the gutter runner to protect the blitzer. Just dodges away. Rats are fast too, but human blitzers are just as fast. Alright, he's going to leave a 1-die. 2 go-for-its could make it a 2-die. And some BS from this gutter runner could actually possibly protect this ball altogether. Get to there? This doesn't protect the ball. Getting to there leaves a 3+ dodge. Yeah, he did try the double minus tackle zone there. We've seen a lot of gutter runners end the turn early, but that was the last to act this time. And one turn did end early with the rats getting a touchdown. Humans need a scoring threat. This is turn 7. Again, focusing on hunting the removals. You can make a comeback down 2-0 against rats. Especially if you've actually gotten removals, but at the moment, we're only seeing 1 KO. I do like him trying to get more removals. He did not blitz the ball. Corner cut with this other guy. To get the 2-die. Yep. 4 rerolls still. Needs 1 for the corner cut. It fixes it. Both go-for-its are good. Just a push. Reroll, just a push. 8 dice on this ball carrier. Ball thief! All of them pushes. I think we're going to see a 2+ dodge into a 2-die touchdown next turn. I'm not sure if these leftover humans can do anything about that. He did not put his scoring threat out. Who's it now after all that risky stuff? Interesting. He went for a hit on the guard instead of the leader.
Nobody told me I would get a page someday.
Hey, Mr. Rock Crocker. Nobody told me either. I just decided a few hours ago when I saw that the first Game of Worlds was going to be today. Hey, you know, maybe I'll go live and cast that. We'll see. We'll see if the people want some page casts. Might be a little easier on my shoulder to do some casting instead of just straight playing. It's been a crazy game so far. The rats doing some absolute BS. But the humans leaving the door open a little too much. There's the aggro apothecary. Very aggro. I mean, maybe he doesn't expect the rats to get too many removals. But he was about to get a shot at that KO roll anyway. Possibly back-to-back shots. We are gonna see a turn 7 touchdown here. I think you could have gotten away with not apothecaring there. 25% of the time you get punished. Back-to-back KO rolls are pretty powerful. And if they screw up and they don't score, I mean, you're pretty happy in that case. This is the humans half, and the rats are now up 2-0. First touchdown was helped along by the rain, but the Slade did leave a line rat able to dodge after the ball carrier. There was some deep nonsense with gutter runners to turn it into a 2-die. Yeah. All right, the rats are setting up in the back. You thought this was my game at first? An easy mistake to make. I have not done much casting in the past. There's a lot of casting available, though. 64 players. 3 rounds of the group stage, so it's like 32 games castable each of the next 3 weeks. This game is delivering. So it's not over. It feels that way. Like we're probably like over 80% chance for the rats to win this for sure. But there is a path for the humans to make a comeback. Ooh, and it looks like a 1-turn touchdown might be the start of the path. We do see Xur setting up a bit of an inadequate wide zone here. He's leaving easy tackle zones, despite still having 12 players. He got his KO back. We are going to see a 1-turn attempt. If the clustering of players has anything to do with it. Not exactly sure how it's going to start. Is he going to punch this guy, or is he just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, the humans. He needs a guy here too, though. He'll punch this, and then the blitzer runs through. Doesn't need go for it. We have 10 movement. He needs to find 3 extra movement from these chains. He probably needs most of this backdrop. Gonna need to go for it with this guy. Hey, Salamander. This is a Worlds match, yep. The first one. Slade the Black Mage up against xurpils. Solid defense destroys the 1 turn. It will give him extra things to punch. Pardon my yawn. Well, he's rooting the 1 turn. I'm going to go refill my drink. Nobody die while I'm gone. That formation will keep the he's setting a gutter runner up to be able to score. I interrupt myself. But this setup is keeping the blitzer from getting in behind. We're seeing a couple gutter runners going to get positioned forward here to actually maybe do a reverse 1 turn. Why else would that gutter runner be there? It is the sprint guy, but he needs a chain push. I don't know where that chain push would come from. It feels like you're just letting your sprint guy get murdered. He's going for it anyway. Nice. I love the commitment, but I don't know. It's a bit of a pivot. He was committed to murder earlier, and you certainly could have just punched. Like, this gutter runner is screaming to get murdered. I wonder if there's a nonsense frenzy to get a chain push here. Probably not. I guess the reason why he still went for the 1 turn was likely a bit of it could have been some resignation to this game's over unless I get this 1 turn. It's worse than that, Mr. Nasal Congestion Man. This is the humans' drive. Both touchdowns were stolen away by the rats. How does Worlds handle SPP and Resurrection? So your team is the same for every game. It can't get better and it can't get worse. No, known as Resurrection Mode in Greater Blood Bowl. I think he's looking really hard to find the double chain nonsense. like they're all packed in, right? So maybe you could take a hit here, push a guy down, push him over, push. He's trying to find the 3rd touchdown here. Yeah, Skaven feel like they're pretty good in this format. We see a lot of Wood Elves got picked as well. No shortage of Dark Elves either, so there's lots of agility teams to There's lots of agility teams to watch. I guess Dark Elves aren't going to do nearly as much BS as we just saw this game. And your Skaven not being able to die permanently is pretty nice. This could end up being an issue. I guess he's used about half of his time bank, so he'll be fine. But he does need to... start acting here. I think he found it. Let's watch. Which of these many humans gets hit diagonally into their throng? That guy came out of nowhere. He's building the box. He only needs one push. This guy's got sprint. We're gonna one die this, or maybe hit that into that. Oh, we're coming from above. A red die hit. Just to both down. Juggernaut. If the Rat Ogre did it, I think the Rat Ogre could have done... If we committed one more thing into there... Like the guy who did the Blitz, if he went around into the lower pocket, I think they could have hit the catcher with the Juggernaut. Into the Ogre, into the human, and then the human gets pushed down next to the Line Rat and the Gutter Runner. With a final chain. But maybe he needed something else for the next push. There's so many dead gnomes. You're happy for your gnomes are playing in Resurrection? Are you allowed to concede in Worlds? No. The touchdowns scored matter for tiebreakers. So even when the game is over, it does pay to get like one more touchdown. That could actually determine who advances. Leader hiding on the bench. Hopefully he notices that. So yeah, you have to finish all your games because you have to let your opponent run up the score too. That's part of it. Because like you getting one more touchdown maybe doesn't matter that much to you personally, but your opponent getting two more touchdowns might end up being the difference in the tiebreakers. Looks like the Rat Ogre wants to make a hole up the sideline here. See the rats take the side. They're not super committing to the side though. They're staying balanced. Units all over the place. Maybe the Rat Ogre's going to attack the reroll? You like the color scheme? I'm on red versus blue mode. The Gutter Runners look like they're playing for a different team. All the greens on the front of them. Everyone else is showing green. We'll stick with red versus blue mode. Quick Snap actually giving away a couple free hits. He's giving away a 3-die on the leader. Yeah, even in red versus blue mode, you can see the the team color choices in the stands and on the cheerleaders. Oh, that's right. They get to surf the guard now. It's not a 3-die on the leader, that's a surf on the guard. Needs to not follow up. Interesting, these two being here. I wonder what the philosophy is behind that. Does he want these 1-die hits? Or does he just want to make sure they're tied up in the case of a blitz? Juggernaut Rat Ogre gets the surf. I'm pretty impressed with xurpils' play so far. He's going to be one to watch moving forward. It's done some pretty impressive rat BS. I'm curious about these two. Are they taking their 1-dies, or are they just going to stand there? The block advantage, you gotta assume, is a much better 1-die hit, and therefore a lot more likely to actually be taken. Console players getting respect, that's something you don't hear every day. There's probably some other streams you could watch where they'd be getting less respect. No, I think in general, like the console PC divide is just going to evaporate. So there might be there certainly is an argument like a smaller community is going to like push its members less to become better. Like when you play against better players, you become a better player, right? He actually did the 1-die hit there before picking the ball up. Didn't expect that. But like console players now they're playing with all of us. They're, you know, after we have crossplay for a year, I would expect it doesn't matter at all if you're on console or PC. I don't know if it matters that much right now. Yes, the pickup is more likely to fail than the attack. But the benefit of the pickup, is way higher than the benefit of the attack. I guess he had the ball screened pretty well. Like if he didn't get to pick the ball up, it wasn't going to be the end of the world. One interesting thing to watch here is are we going to see the rats stall or try to run the score up for tiebreakers? Stalling is good because your surf victim comes back as soon as you score. So there's a pretty big benefit to stalling. It's the blodge on the ball, but that's just going to demand the blitz. The tail dodge fails on a 1. Reroll gets way out of 4. The perfect number. That actually gives them an intercept if he tries to go for this pass. The gutter runners could screen the thrower. We don't necessarily need to see a ball advance now. Just one of the gutter runner blitzes them, and then all three of these gutter runners can build an L cage. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the blitz onto the leader and then just dodge and punt. How bad is it to throw from here? This guy can get up and do a handoff. Theory. I don't know how many corners he has to cut. So passing from the tackle zone would be a 3+ with built-in reroll. Oh, that answers that. The bludge came back. I believe that means we're going to see the blitz into the catcher to free the ball. There it is. It's the wrestle. Yes, you are giving an intercept away to a catcher. that's not a good idea. Rat Ogre not tagging the leader. I want to leave the red die access to the cage. See another one from a gutter runner. 1 into a 2. We've seen that more than we've seen 1 into a 1. Another one. So I think what we're seeing here is there's been a school of thought with automatic skills in Blood Bowl 2, and now we're just getting it now in Blood Bowl 3 this week. But most people seem to think like you just want everything on optional, because you never know when you want to like avoid a surf. Like you don't want to automatically dodge because you might give away a 1-turn touchdown. These corner cases. But the counter to that is how much more time is on the time bank here if all of these dodges didn't take 3 seconds. You know, that 30, 40 seconds extra on the time bank actually starts to become a lot more relevant, especially with overtime. I think we're going to start seeing the better players go dodge on automatic. And then you can manually jump into the settings, right? Get good at manually jumping in here and toggling it if it looks like you're going to get surfed. Or when you do your setup to block a 1-turn. To be fair, Skaven players not used to having this many pieces left. So yeah, his cadence is fine. His pace of play is normally fine. But still having 11 players to think about for the entire game, that's not normal. We see an unharassed ball right now. No, we see a cage dive. Never mind. 1 die cage dive finds the freaking POW. The humans might be making the comeback here. Not a lot left to recover with. Could just recover it on a buddy. It scatters through, but the ball's on the ground. You know what they say, though? A ball on the ground does belong to the rats. But it belongs to the rats less than it did than when their guy was holding it. This does definitely look like a Skaven-favored recovery. I say that, and then a gauntlet gets run. And the humans somehow have the ball. Wow. 3+, 4+, 2+, 3+, 2+, 4+. Easy. All right, what can the rats do here now? Well, it's not a well-protected ball. We've seen the rats do really well at stealing the human's ball before. The ball is also not on sure hands. So the strip ball The strip ball is live here. This is opening up the 2+ dodge route for said strip ball, if that's what he wants to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go for it. Might be better just to go in, go out, and then back into here. But it might actually be better just to hit with one of the lower guys. Right, go derps. Oh, first badly hurt onto the rats. Delivered by the rat ogre onto the blitzer with guard. The apothecary steps up and fixes it, though. No, he didn't change his mind. I wonder if he should have hit above. Oh, maybe you're not allowed to change your mind. That cube might have already been input. That command might have already been input. Alright, red die. Double pow on the red die hit with the sure hands. Humans pull off a nonsense cage dive, and the rats fire right back with the BS. Don't try to out-BS a rat. And the rats enter sub 1 minute on the bank. We are going to see a turn or two end early here. The humans, if they can keep this game feisty, we see a failed pickup here. I wonder if this clock is going to end up being a decider. Humans bringing this back to a 2-2 tie. The rats are going to have to start playing much quicker. Also, we might be seeing a problem with the clock of controller. The controller is much slower than mouse and keyboard. It's good for my ergonomics, but it's bad for timing. All right, there goes the time bank. This turn ends early. He's not going to get to act with this guy. He probably didn't want to activate him anyway. But we've got a turn ending early. Freaking stress bug. I'm going to beat the game so we don't have to do 2 minutes of stress. The rats, importantly, while I was discussing the clock, the rats actually did pick the ball up. And kind of got away with it. Now we do have 3+ dodge to hit the ball. It is a very, very underprotected ball. And that is actually a symptom of the clock. This guy certainly would have dodged to block this play. Oh, we also have an opportunity here to get this guy up in. That was the red die punished there. Ooh. Just a push, so it... Well, no, they did the hit. They did the hit for the surf instead of getting the angle. So if this guy had dodged up here, he might have had to do the other play. I think that's the strip ball. Just got murdered by the crowd. Yes, strip ball's out of the game. First injury. That actually sticks. The ball's back on the ground, possibly out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. Holy crap, that's a freaking jackpot for the humans. Pick up handoff, he's going for the touchdown this turn. Oh, he failed the catch. The crowd throw was a jackpot, and then he got greedy. Did an extra rain activation. Sound effects back now that the stress is done. So he could have just scooped it with the blodge and stood over here. Reroll count still very high for both players. The ball is moved in the human's direction. We're seeing so far this game belongs to the kicking player. Both have so far. Yep. I think you're right, Skuro. He's just like, he's in go mode. You need the touchdown right away, so you have time to steal it again. Killing one turn, just picking it up on the catcher. Probably felt, well, both not safe. Like, there's a wrestler right here. So you got to assume this wrestler is going to get, at least be able to hit the ball and possibly get a buddy. And then on top of that, you want more time. Your runner going for it. Scoops it up, tries to get out. Does get out with an abundance of rerolls. Okay, there's a human blitzer ready to hit this ball carrier. We are having a back and forth over this ball. I don't know how many turns were started this drive with the ball in hand for either player. I think possibly only one. The second turn for the Rats. And that was a based ball. Even that one, the blodge catcher got back onto the ball carrier. Big guy on big guy violence. Hey, 8.45. Good to see you over in YouTube land. Here comes the hit on the ball. Fails to go for it. Reroll does work. It's pushes, so many pushes for the humans. Ah, it's 4 pushes. The humans got to hit the blitzer or line rat, whatever it was, that had the ball 4 times as well. We're up to 6 hits on ball carriers for the humans that were just pushes. Push ball. He did need a POW. The defender stumbles wasn't good enough, but that wasn't true of the hits in the first half. Gutter runner does get surrounded. Sometimes the best way to get the ball off a blodge player is to just have them fail their dodge. I wonder what happens if you run out of time with dodge on manual. Will it default to dodging or not? No time bank. Xurpil needs to do less thinking than before. We are seeing him to start acting quicker. And it does start to become an issue. Like, is he going to find the same quality of plays as he was in that start of the game? Now that the time is crunched. But he might be at a time crunch on his turn, but as far as the turn timer goes, the humans are the one on the crunch there. He doesn't need to find the best play. He just needs to find a reasonably good play. Another one on the dodge. Avoids the snake, though. All right. This looks like a much more secure ball than we're used to seeing. He does not skull out on the attack. Wouldn't be surprised if he just ended the turn here, but the leader dodging would also make sense. Run out of time. Smash knee on the leader. Resurrection format. That knee will get patched up. Will be good as new for the next round. Speaking of which, if you're not familiar with the format, there will be a next round for the loser. We are starting with a group phase. The 64 participants were divided into groups of 4. You play everybody in your group. And then the top 2 move on, and 2 are eliminated. And a death! That's slightly less exciting when you know he actually gets better. Trained actors. Ooh, this chain push is actually going to perhaps grant access to the ball here. 1 die from the leader. Get this lino in. Last ditch effort. He's completely out of time though. But it does matter for the tiebreakers. We get ranked in our group phases by you get 3 wins, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. And then the tiebreakers are there's a big list of tiebreakers, but the amount of touchdowns scored is one of them. I think the first tiebreaker is actually number of wins. So 1 win trumps 3 draws. He tries to do a hard corner cut to get around to the ball carrier. Instead of the 1 die. Is the Apothecary used less for tournaments because of the Resurrection? You could certainly skip it, yeah. Some teams have tough choices. Like, do you want a reroll or an Apothecary or a bench or an Apothecary, that kind of thing. So the Apothecary's got the advantage over a bench just because you can use it to save your skilled players. But some teams, you know, lineman is a lot better than others. Like a Dark Elf lineman's a lot better than an extra Goblin for the Black Orcs. Looks like we're heading towards a 3-0 victory for Xurpil. We might see a 1-turn attempt on turn 16 just for that tiebreaker. Resurrection, more like Ratsurrection. Yeah, there's no reason for the Rats to score. They're not going to steal in 1 and get a 4th touchdown. Tiebreaker probably won't matter. I think touchdown scored is the second tiebreaker after number of wins. Number of wins isn't likely to matter either. Find 1 last ditch effort on the ball. Didn't even re-roll it. He's thrown in the towel. Going through the motions. There's no reason not to score. Also true. If they just jam the ball in on turn 15, how do they get punished? The humans are more likely to get a touchdown, but that's a lower tiebreaker. Touchdowns given up. It's below touchdown scored, I think. Am I going to play some after this? I don't think so. Just get the 1 game in. I normally don't stream on the weekends, but I did want to get live for the cast. I'm going to try to cast a bunch of games this week, I think. Skulls almost deny the touchdown. Yeah, there's no reason not. Like, you can't lose if you score here. They have 2 turns, and they would need 3 touchdowns in 2 turns. That's a lot of riots in 1 turns. Glad you enjoyed the cast, Vorglum. Are you gonna get to see me practice the Black Orcs? Maybe. If I practice them, I'll stream it. I'm not gonna secretly practice them. I'm looking forward to playing them, though. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do think I want to at least get some practice, like, with a Black Orc team on the ladder. Just to get some reps with, like, the grab nonsense. Try to just get some muscle memory and going a little bit slower and not just picking the square I'm pushing to. That would be the biggest thing I think I could train right now. Just playing some Black Orcs so I get used to slow it down a little bit and actually using grab. It looks like they even set up to do another 1 turn, but they changed their mind, apparently. I guess what probably happened is he just hit OK and used the last setup. I guess these actions make it slightly harder for the humans to score, but it's not possible for the humans to score. Should put a team on the NAF ladder just in case. That would be a good idea for practicing it. Do you get games quickly on that ladder? Anybody in chat played on the NAF ladder? They switched their currencies into Match World, so you can actually get practice in there. This game was a mess a little bit. Yeah, we saw some pretty nice ball theft from the rats, and then, like, I don't know if we've had less secured balls. This game might actually be a early front runner for least secured ball title for all of the worlds. Not many turns were started with an intact cage, let alone anybody holding the ball at all. GG, that's our first foray into the worlds. So that was, oh, it's gone. Yeah, that was XurPil against SladeBlackMade. Let's see if we can find which group that was. Here we go, XurPil against Shade. So also in their group, we've got Gabalus on lizards and Cerumol on undead. So again, it's round robin within your group. They'll play everybody, and then the top 2 move on, the bottom 2 get eliminated. The NAF ladder's reasonably quick, but it's good to go post looking for group on the Discord. Yeah, ping people so they know to come join. Yeah, not many turns were ended with an attacked cage either. It's true. The humans left some very juicy hits on the ball carrier at the beginning of the game. The humans, it looked like they favored punching over protecting the ball, and the rats favored stealing the ball and getting touchdowns. Worked out good for the rats. What's our next game? Back to the schedule tag. So tomorrow at 1700 UTC. So that's 5 p.m. UTC. It's coming up to 8 p.m. So 3 hours earlier on the clock than now. 21 hours from now. We'll play, we'll have another round to cast. Group N, Cal Troop. I think we'll probably do that. Probably do a little bit of my own games first, and then we'll start watching this. There's a high density of games here. A game at 5, 2 at 6, and then another one at 11. Bit of a break, but we can definitely, as soon as we finish watching this one, we can move into one of these two. Yeah, the 29th, Tuesday, is packed with games. Absolutely packed. And then there's a game on the 1st here, which is the only game that's like outside of my time zone. That one is like a little early for me, like 7 a.m., 6 or 7 a.m. But we should be able to, the next few days, we'll be able to cast a few of the games on the stream. We're definitely not going to get all the games cast because they're too clumped together. There's a lot of overlap. I could watch the replays, but I like watching it live better. You get a lot of context from how long they pause to think. And the stress of the clock running low there. All right, we'll wrap it up now. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Ooh, JD Whitey's streaming. I'm going to send you all over to JD Whitey here. Let's roll the credits. Thank you for joining me, everybody. We're off to JD Whitey. Watch some more of the World's Games tomorrow. That was fun. I enjoyed the rat BS. you want me to make a practice team run marbles? I need a nap. Just a cast stream. Cheers, everyone.